discussions that unearth the stories behind the news. And we have our light moments too by chit-chatting about issues that affect our day-to-day life. Stay right here on the Sundown. Join in and be part of the show on iRadio, your eye on South Sudan.
أهلا ومرحبا بكم في برنامج سانداون على آي راديو. في البرنامج ده بنستضيف شخصيات بارزة ومؤثرة من جنوب السودان ومن حول العالم، وبنتحدث معهم عن القضايا اللي بتهم بلدنا وبتأثر على حياتنا. كمان بنتطرق في القصص خلف الأخبار وبنتبادل الأحاديث الخفيفة عن حياتنا اليومية. شاركونا، كونوا جزء من البرنامج فقط على آي راديو، عينك على جنوب السودان.
Hello and welcome to the Sundown Show on iRadio with me, Madrama James, and I would like to wish you a happy new year. And this is the first Monday of the year. Today is 5th of January 2026. These programs come to you Monday to Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. for a comprehensive look at the daily events, the latest information, in-depth analysis, and exclusive interviews, exciting surprises for you. If you to be part of the show, you can call us on 0911-022-986 or send for us a text message on 0913-986-986. If you can't access the radio, we are also on Facebook, X to YouTube, and more. And in a special way, we would like also to thank Darlington Moses, who is behind the social media coverage. Today we shall kickstart the show right here in Juba by a statement delivered by President Salva Kiir, who was called for peace and unity as he resumed official duties for the year 2026 this morning after the Christmas and New Year break. As well, we shall host the station manager of iRadio in the first hour to come and provide a vote of thanks for you, more especially that have stood with us during the difficult moment where we lost one of our veteran journalists here, and plus some clarity. After that, we shall also shift our focus to Unity State, where calm has been restored there after exchange of gunfire at civilian protection site right there, plus some other international stories where U.S. government have captured Venezuela's president and taken to that U.S. for further investigation. These stories and more coming to you in this hour. To kick start with, let's begin with a story where Bishop Santo Lokudu, who is the Lokupio, who is the auxiliary bishop of the Catholic Archdiocese of Juba, told mourners at the Mass for Emmanuel Joseph Akile that the loss of a journalist effectively silences the voice of the people. Is speaking boldly on Saturday at St. Teresa Cathedral Church. The bishop defined journalism as a divine vocation, one comparable to the mission of the angel Gabriel, while calling for greater transparency regarding the circumstances of Aquile's passing. More in this following speech.
And this is dear journalists who are here today, and those who are listening to us today. This must stay in your mind and in your work, and your hard work that you continue to deliver message to us. You should know that the reporting is godly. This is what we are reporting. Sharing information. It is from God. That's why we call it revelation. You know that the one who brings salvation to the whole world. And you will. So, this is journalism. I used to say before journalism is the end of government. You will find in Luke chapter 1, Luke chapter 1, verse 26 to 38. Luke chapter 1, verse 26 to 38. And this is always the right on the feast of the Annunciation, on the 25th of March every year. We celebrate the feast of Annunciation when Angel Gabriel brought the message to men on the 25th of March. And that exactly echoes the celebration of Christmas on the 25th of December, 9 months. And then Jesus was born. Correctly from Emmanuel Joseph. And so, all the journalists, your professionalism is attached to qualification. And that's what we do. As we pray today for our brother, Emmanuel Joseph Akile, you be proud. Be proud of him and be proud of yourself as journalists that you have chosen a godly vocation of communication, of passing the right information to your brothers and sisters so that they know. Of course, it will prove fiduciary. Manas alman kedega hapa keduri nasara wajah nasa mali mawani, nasa lagi ufusu kama umahulafu ni sahafi. Asasiru fiha yamanufu. Wada ya usawa disiku oxygen kama zero konsiku oxygen kita. Anak jasa kita oxygen kita lagi menurut disiku di umur kita. You need to stay strong when this kind of things happen. Because it is a war of liberation. It is a war of liberation. Passing information to your brothers and sisters who are suffering. If you report about the floods in Malacca, you report about the floods in you will be wrong. If you report about the people who are displaced by the floods, who have no food, no medicine, no shelter, you will be wrong. If you report about the bombardment of the innocent civilians, their villages have been burned, you will be wrong. If you report about lack of services, no salary, you will be wrong. If you report about the ground lands, if you report about lack of medicine in our hospital, you will be wrong. Now, if you don't report, then you are wrong. People are suffering. Now you are supposed to report. You cannot report. Then you are not a journalist. You cannot even engage people to discuss. You cannot go to people and say, let's discuss like what Emmanuel used to do in the down show. To receive calls so that people bring information and you widely share this information. They don't have, and this is the work of the devil. The devil don't want information to read to anyone because they are deceived. They are deceived. I will let it down and my في وسط الناس يعني اخواني واخواتي خلي المولد ساعة فيها ما يزرع خوف فيها لكن يجينا قوة أسنينا نتكلم زيادة أسنينا نحاول زيادة أسنينا نعرف زيادة وننخرط ببعض أسنينا نريد نمشي قدام في التطور بتاعنا كبشر في جنوب السودان أسنينا نقدر نكون سوا مع ناس ثانيين على شيء في الدنيا زينا نحن شاعرين بتاع وتقولوا صحفيين في دور You are suffering, you know. You are suffering again like our teachers, like our doctors, in your profession. Journalists are also those who are always in a trial. But when things happen like this, you should even try your best and make sure that the downfall that has been championed by Emmanuel Joseph Akile.
Well, that was Bishop Santo Lako Pio, the auxiliary bishop of Archdiocese of Juba, speaking to mourners at St. Cathedral, Juba, right here. And it's a high time now for me to let you know that Koang Pal Chang, the station manager of I Radio, is currently with me to deliver a vote of thanks to you for your support and share important updates on the sudden death of that's our colleague. Good to have you, manager.
Thank you.
To kick a start with the community, the family members, friends of I Radio, who stood with us during this difficult moment, and in passing, that's their condolence messages. What is your feedback to them?
Thank you again. This has been a difficult period for us as I Radio family, but not us alone, the listeners, the diplomatic community, civil society organizations, citizen, and the family, including the church. Yeah.
All right. All right. We shall get station manager shortly on board right here, and yes, as we handle this critical issue. Yes. Thank you so much. Welcome back on.
Yeah. Sorry for disruption. Yeah. We would like to express our deepest gratitude and appreciation to the family of the late for this difficult period where they, throughout all the process, were standing with us, and also the people of South Sudan were standing with Radio I Media. And also the international community, the diplomatic community partners, and also the government of South Sudan, from the state to national. So many senior government officials were shocked. The church leadership was shocked. Emmanuel Akile is a devoted Catholic, is a Catholic, is a Catholic church-going person. He was raised in the church, and so many people know him in the church, and that's how he developed his leadership from. And that's why he ended up also doing journalism as a person who passionate about his work, because according to one of his colleagues, he started working when he was 16 years old organizing, typing the papers in the church, the announcements, organizing the youth, and all those things. So he started leadership when he was still a teen ager.
Well, of course, he has did his best by, hosting same show for more than a decade. And now, since he's not also with us, how best can the rest of the journalists also honor and celebrate his legacy?
Yeah, the only way to celebrate a departed colleague who is committed to his work and celebrated in the country is that we commit, all of us, we commit to what he has worked for and what he believed in, so that we don't let him down. We continue where he stopped. And that's why you see the call from the church and from the community, from the listeners, from government officials, from civil society organizations, from international community that don't stop, make the dons a better show, so that people knows you did not kill his dream to create that platform where people can share their view and discuss the issues that are affecting them also, or wanted to talk about in the country. And that is what we promise, our CEO promised that this will continue. We will not stop there. Even if in a long time we will continue. We believe that we will continue. Even some of us, when we live, also that dream will live on, and it's something that will be written here. That is something that will remain forever in our heart and in the heart of this building that we are in, that is called iMedia, iRadio Institution.
2025 hit us hard, first by losing the producer of that's The Dawn, and followed by the presenter. And in such a situation, you may find that some other organization will end up coming with the new strategies by either changing the name of the show, changing the timing, and changing almost the entire thing. Did the management discuss about this, and how best you going to approach the case?
Yeah, an institution is an institution, and people come, people goes, and the institution remain. We believe that this already will continue after us, if all of us goes, and after children of our children, it will still be there. Maybe the future managers or management will change the name, we don't know, but we believe that these shows and the current leadership will continue, and the name will continue. And this is a suggestion that given by the listeners and people also who send their condolence message, that the only way for us to keep the legacy of Emmanuel Joseph Akile is to keep Dawn program on air and continue making it as a platform where people do converse, discuss issues that they've been discussing.
All right. Now, Mr. Manager, let's cross over to the history of that case of transparency and accountability. When the news first broke out that we lost one of our veteran journalists, people started asking, why iRadio? Why this and why that? Tell us, how are you managing staff?
Yeah, it's really very difficult for us as managers. Sometimes people ask a lot of questions, and even us, we're asking the same question, especially with the way Emmanuel Akile died. We're asking the same question: what went wrong? And when we got the news, we could not believe it. Today, some staff did not come to the work because they are really affected. They don't want to see this newsroom where Emmanuel Akile is missing. It is very difficult question and to say what happened, and you try to find out. Even the Bishop Santo, he also asked the same question, because they said what happened is he had stomach issue. There's something that I need to also clarify to people. As long as you left your house in the morning at 8, or for example, Akile normally leave his house at 4. We are responsible for you. We take the car, we picked you, we bring you to the station, you do your work, and Akile who come early goes early. He pick a car at 3, he goes home and rest for the next day. The moment you step into your house, or the moment you leave the compound, or the organization compound, or the building, the organization is not responsible for whatever happened to you outside there. It is the family, or your friends, or your wife, or your father, or your mother. When you go to your family house, we don't know what happened there. And you have privacy there with your family. iRadio or any other organization has no any responsibility. Whatever happened there is the family who will say, who will know what happened. If there is anything that happened when somebody or a staff leave the organization and go to the family house, like for example, he falls sick when he was on leave. The same, even staff fall sick at the station here, and they are taken to hospital. They are dropped. They are taken by the car of office to the hospital and proceed to the house. And for example, let me use example. I had an accident. I broke my knee, and I was taken to the hospital. And when I was taken to the hospital, that was me and my family. iRadio, the role of iRadio was maybe if we have insurance, I just use that insurance card. Personally, when I saw there's a problem that I went to Juba Teaching Hospital, they could not help. I went to some hospital, they just put this cement around my leg, on me, and I was not getting well. I took a decision as individual, not asking the organization. I say I need to go for further treatment in Nairobi. And I went to Nairobi and I got checked. I was operated and I felt well. So why I'm saying this is this: when somebody goes to the house, whatever happened there, it should not be put like is the failure of administration of iRadio.
All right. Now, Christians believe death is one way of also us meeting with God. Then number two, it's everywhere, be it at that workplace or homes or where it happens, and it is a mass. We can't really dodge it. It's for all of us. But it's still, in some other countries, people try their best. For instance, doctors and at individual levels, regular checkup are also done. But what is that one thing you urge really the health system of this country to work on?
I believe we all understand, everybody in this country understand that the health system that we have is not the good health system. The medicine that we are consuming are toxic. Because here our system has broken down. There's no a system where medicine even that are brought to our country are not checked well. And also the hospitals, those people who are working there, you find out somebody is told you will be taken for operation, and when you refuse, you go to another country, you will be told there is nothing is wrong. But it is a choice. It is your choice as Madrama. Today you choose to go to that hospital and you are treated there. It's your choice. It's your choice to accept to be treated there, or your choice not to be treated there. Okay? So what I'm trying to say here is the choice of the family who decided that this guy should go to for operation. And this is where we're asking questions like anybody, because we feel this guy left here, he was okay, he was not sick. So he ended up being operated.
All right.
And that is a family decision.
How can the broken health system be improved in your own word because of also time?
We are told that it's a process. Development is a process. You need to have a good governance where resources of the country are channeled to the right services, health, education. You need to have educated society where people will go to the field of medicines. People will go to the field of so many things. Okay, where now in a country where we can say one doctor is can be equal to, like, can treat, can be like the government can say, I want to this country, I want to have in after 10 years I want to have we are 10 million, yeah. For this 10 million to be treated, I need 10,000 doctors. So if you divide that 10,000 to 10 millions, you will get the results. A doctor can have how many people to treat. So it's a plan. It's a good governance. If there's no good governance in this country, anything can happen, and many things can happen, and so many people will lose their life.
All right. Finally, what is your message to our listeners or viewers who have stood with us, the family, and the international community as well?
Yeah. Before I conclude, I want to say that I want to tell our listeners that iRadio management is still asking a lot of questions, the same like them, because this is a medical issue. Nobody understands what went wrong there. If we were to be in a country like US, today we will go to court, or the family of the late will go to court and say, we want to know what happened to our son. Okay? But here, who is to be held accountable? Do we have really the urge to question what went wrong, if there's anything that went wrong? So we are in different countries where when something goes wrong, nobody cares. Right. Okay, so to our listeners, as we promised, iRadio is still your radio. There's nothing wrong with the management. There's nothing wrong with it. It's something, when your day come, when it is your day that has come, then there's nothing. It's the work of God, and in the community there, if we are not careful about our children, about our family, about a decision where we need to make a good decision when such a situation happens, that somebody has to go for operation, or something is happening, or somebody has health issue. A wise decision as a family need to be taken. It has not to be, people should not be left confused, not knowing what to do when somebody is suffering.
All right.
And then I appreciate them, family, the church, the international community, the government, all the people, the listeners, all people who stood by iRadio and the family. We appreciate that, and we really do appreciate you standing with us and keeping us strong, because your encouragement has really made us very strong and make us to continue with the Dawn Show in a memory of Emmanuel Joseph Akile.
All right. Thank you very much for coming, Koang Pal Chang, the station manager, iMedia, iRadio. Allow me now to release you, dear listener, up to here. Allow me to release Koang Pal Chang from the studio.
إحنا كلنا جنوبيين سودانيين، ما مهم منو جاي من وين. إحنا محتاجين نحترم بعض وندعم بعض، لأنه إحنا واحد. أنهنا كلنا بشر كسودانيين جنوبيين، بنستحق عشان نعيش بالسلام، نستحمل بعض ونصالح خلافاتنا ونعيش بالسلام. ظهر رسالة تسامح والتعايش السلمي بيجيك من اي راديو هناك في جنوب السودان.
This is a message of peace. We all are South Sudanese. It does not matter where anyone comes from. We need to respect each other and support each other because we are one. We all are human beings. As South Sudanese, we deserve to coexist peacefully, tolerate one another, reconcile all our differences, and live peacefully. This is a message of tolerance and peaceful coexistence brought to you by iRadio, your eye on South Sudan.
Indeed, your eye on South Sudan. Welcome back from the break. Right now, let's hear it from also you, as you heard it from that's the Auxiliary Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Archdiocese of Juba, Santo Locopio, who told Monas that death of journalists is like silencing the voice of a people. What's your take on that? 0911-022-986 and also the decision taken by the management to also keep the show running. First caller, iRadio.
Yeah, iRadio.
Yes.
Darkum Said.
Naam.
Okay, ana special.
Darmin wen shol. Gaddam.
One of the listeners. So I'm just sending my condolence to iRadio and to all listeners and other people. Emmanuel. كمان صافي زميلكم. الأصل كان يعني كان في سيد بسال زي أو الأصل الزواج كل دول الآن. لكن
معلش أخونا شول iRadio.
مدرمة جيمس.
أستاذ ساتول فوق.
Absolutely. كيف ده؟
ما بطل كل سنة يتتيب.
استيريو كيف؟
ما بطل. نعم أنا معك.
First of all, I want to say my condolences to the family of late Emmanuel Joseph Akile and all the regular scholars and listeners and staff of iRadio. لأنه الشغل ده شغل صعب خاصة للمستمعين والمتصلين. ما في زول يكون فرعان على حاجة الأصل يوم 30. لما أنا لقيته ده يعني أنا ما قبلت فوقه عشان ده حاجة ده أصل. كيف أنا حاجة ده أصل ونفس الزمن ده في سنة ده one of the staff passed away and then and this guy. But you know, I have complaints because this station of iRadio, we need the manager of the station to call all the leaders of the church in a different denomination to go there in that place to pray and take the fasting from night up to the morning. So there is something wrong on that station, because that music you can take it and then handle to the Koang Pal to call those leaders of the churches in a different denomination to pray there and take the pray and fasting, so that everything like this can stop. لأنه ما دايرين عشان حاجات زي ده أصلا في كل ما سنة وكل ما شهر ما دايرين زي ده.
نعم.
لإستاف بتاع iRadio خليكم قلوبكم قوي.
نعم. أول حاجة ما كل شهر ولا كل سنة، لكن في history تبيلقى بتاع زاد الكل ده بكون أول مرة بس في 2025. فأنا كمان بناشد منا كسجا وكمان صلوات أخونا أستاذ ساتولفوك.
صلوات لازم في تمشي لنزل الكنيسة نادم كلهم عشان أمشينا في الناس بتاع iRadio ده عشان يكون فوقه الصلوات تقيل.
نعم.
عشان حاجات ما دايرين عشان يكون اسمه يوم 2026 قاعدين فوق ده. أنا ما ممكن ما في زول عشان يكون كودين اللي كان زول المات ما في زول بقبل. لو أنا ذاته عشان زول نادي قال أنت تعال في البوزيشن ده أنا ما بقبل فوقه. ليه عشان شنو؟ عشان حاجة ده الموت ده ما كويس. دايرين عشان أي زول يكون إيش بعمره بتاعه. لكن عشان شنو؟ ما في ستيشن يكون إنسان في جلس مات. لكن في العائلة دي كله يعني في الليد شارلز واتي وليد إيمانويل جوزيف أكيله وديل الناس ديل يكون شعب عمره بتاعهم وعمره بتاع شعب ما عمره بتاع زول الكبير. عشان كده أنا قلت الكلام زي ده.
نعم.
قلبي ما كويس كلهم.
نعم.
أنا بحب أي زول.
شكرا. أنا في ريكورد هاجنا هذا بيلقى من 2003 لحد في 2025 على حسب لبس نفرين يا توافى. اوكي بيجيد مع المرحوم أخيله بيجيد 3 يعني نمرة 2 سنة 2025 دي جاء زي الهلامين حاجة القاب خالص ليه يعني أكثر من 5 جورناليست والإلهامين في جوبا براو فيها توافى يعني في روادي البرابراو كمان في داخل جوبا يعني وكمان في جزء من الناس الشغالين برضو في جليدة. ف 2025 دي سنة الفعلا قاب مع ناس كله والإلهامين كله. أي راديو. نعم.
Kir from Gassam.
Welcome, Kir.
We say Happy New Year with very devastating new year for us.
Sure.
We have to believe that we have to do very strong news to us also Sudanese. Emmanuel Joseph was a voice to the voiceless. This is a good plan. But if it is a good plan, well and good. But if it is a man-made plan, God will help you are accountable for what he has done. But I have to encourage our radio to stay strong. Not the South Sudan, our radio, but the South Sudan is our life.
Sure.
A great journalist, veteran journalist, who was committed to give us accurate information to the whole South Sudanese. But my message to the family is strong, and also God will help them and help South Sudanese.
Thank you. Thank you. That was Kir right here in Juba. We appreciate your support and prayers as well. Let's keep the conversation going. I radio. Yes.
Good evening, Israel.
Good evening.
أنا سبت الجنة من الله.
مرحبا كنا سبت.
أنا بشكرك يا أخوي. أنا بقول أنا متعاطفين أنا متعاطفين في دعوة جنوب السودان كله.
نعم.
بتاع إيمانويل جوزيف أكيله. بدوني كده دربنا يا كلك الناس كده لكن أنا قلوب بتاعنا بوجه شديد لأنه أنا ما أعرف ده موت بتاعه ده ربنا ده زول يعمله فأنا ما بنلوم يا زول. أنا بقول ده ربنا يا كله ربنا جابه في الدنيا وربنا شعره ده أنا بس بنقول أنا دارين ذكر الله عشان يكون باسم بتاعه عشان الناس برمبا وين إيمانويل جوزيف أكيله كان زول وطني وزول رابطة كويس فأنا دارين عشان يكون في حاجة باسمه عشان يعبد يذكروا به ده طلب بتاعه بس أنا نطلب لنا هاي راديو عشان أجي لو في طريقة يعملوا عشان كل زول يعبد يعرف بذكره ده جوزيف إيمانويل أكيله وأنا بقول ربنا يا خلق الناس في الدنيا هنا كله الدنيا ده مال بس أنا قاعدين فوق لكن يوم من الأيام أنا بنقوم برضه فربنا يا رامو ويعفي من قطاع بتاعه كله ويادي قوة ويادي صبر للأسرة كاسة الناس واو كله يادي صبر لمن وكل زول ما يقول لي كلام زي راسل طبعا ده باسم ربنا يا كتبه زي ده. شكرا يا أخوي.
شكرا أخونا البينو. راديو. راديو.
ألو زالكي.
مساء النور.
مرحبا من واو.
مرحبا كنا لازروس.
توزيع بداية عليكم
شكرا.
ذلكم عشان تساعد السودان وكنا هي فقدنا زي يبدا فقدنا جونزر وتقول لكم كمان زي كنا قال لا تعمل حاجه شويه عشان تساعد الجنوبيين. هذا كورا بدأنا قاعد كوري قالوا أنا قاعد كوري وبروتاز خير وأنا قاعد كوري تعليف ويجان قريب ما هذا قريب كله جنوب السودان كله ده قريب ما هي زون تو إن شاء الله أيوة أنا ما بكلم ده هم ناس متعصبين مين فكرنا تو أنا بقول شيء كذا لكم وساعدينه قاعد يساعد الموت وتانا قاعد يساعد الحاجات بتاع الجنوب ده كله ده أنا شفته هاي ده وقال لي ما بقول لي قوام بقلبي كله زي يوم ده جوزنا بتوافق ده ولا قوانينا في ظروف لا ده تلاميذ هاي ظروف سويتم تعمل رايك كويس وتجيب أصوات بتاع يوم تاني زي يوم ده قاعد يتكلم في راديو تجيب ما تنسوا أصوات بتاعه ما تنسوا صوت بتاعه ده كلامي.
نعم شكرا جزيلا. صوت ما بينساو تقول كله ناخذ مكالمة دي يلا بعدك لو نرجع نشوف رسالاتكم بارو كمان توم حاولتها راديو. نعم. Yes, Kir.
My message is to good radio management. This is Stephen Koang Pal. I can tell him something. We need to remember this Akile. If the economic crisis is there, too much economic crisis, the company already knows is facing challenges, but I need him to knock the door of an organization and a businessman so that he's an organized, something like a football tournament, remember him, Akile, if they can able to do that, so that we can also separate Akile.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your concern. Hi, Radio. Well, it's time. We have a quick break. When we come back, that's when we shall also have a look at some of the messages you have sent them here and via our Facebook page.
For news and the music, keep it
First, text messages coming in from Elijah Yuma. Appreciation to iMedia Radio for the dignified burial of Emmanuel Joseph Akile. It's first of its kind for an organization or institution to shut down normal programming to mount a colleague. This is exceptional example to other institutions. Rest in peace. Thank you, Elijah. Apaga Godfrey Lotua Doko, rest in eternity. Emmanuel Joseph Akile. We have George James watching live from Wow. He's saying rest in peace, my brother. Keep those messages coming right here. Radio.
أخوي أنا مع أستاذ كمال لما سمعنا الموضوع بتاع أخو بتاعنا ده for me as an individual I've taken it as a God temptation to all the listeners, to family of Radio, to all the Nafal Virasu. أنا اعتبرتها it is a God temptation because I know that it is a belief. When somebody dies, you must believe that there is God. الآن ربنا قال خلق زول من تراب وإلى تراب. Yes, it is painful, but ربنا ده هو قادر على كل شيء. It is a temptation for us for what he has been doing. Please everybody. So it is a temptation for us. In such a way, in a beautiful way, we just say, ربنا يرحم في الدنيا ويجعل من أهل الجنة. Thank you very much. Kan batal, syukur لربنا. kanu koy shukran le rabona, because we have a life. That is the best thing. والناس قال يعمل الحاجة باسم بتاعه ده ياهو, because كلام بتاع انه he pass away, it is a bliss. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ustaz Akama, right here in Cuba. We are almost coming to the end of our discussion, but still you have that chance to call us on 091122 and 986. Indeed, we would like to thank you very much for your support. When the news first broke out, many of you have shared in your condolence messages and words of encouragement. Like we have Maluet Aganyi saying death is inevitable, but what want to look at is some of these situation really break down someone's heart, but still your encouragement is more important as well to us. I radio.
Okay.
Masanur.
I'm Mark Brother John from Yambi.
Maraba kuna.
Oh, this studio ma.
Mabatal.
Ale yuko di kafare. Ashan fakatna zoltana ta hayrejo o ina ka ya kola na giwa di kafar kaman ina mutasfin shadid ashan hakuna tena Emmanuel Joseph Akile ustakal shadid ukan zolta muhaba ukan iwan saba bisalam وربنا يكون مع روحته فشكرا.
شكرا جزيلا وسط السجام. نعم وسط مالوت قال هجل مودة يعني ما بقدر وقفه، لكن المهم خالص بارو كمان في زمن بتاسي أنا بقولوا جاسوا عشان نعينوا ووشكر أخونا زميل وكمان شغل الكويس وكان عمل في زمن هالو كان هاي دي رسالة من مالوث. شكرا جزيلا. هاي راديو.
Madrama James.
Yes, Joseph.
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening.
Yeah, and good evening to the audio of our radio. My brother, let me say condolences to the people of South Sudan, because many listeners are South Sudanese and regular callers and the family and I radio employees. My brother, is a sad news when we listen on that announcement. But how to sing? If you sing a lot alone, you may suggest that death is real, because death is last year, and we can say God give and God take. And also to the family, when I went to the prayers in San Teresa, people became weak. And his mother, people became weak. When I met some I radio stuff in their car there. I don't know you are being among them.
Yeah, people
became weak. Yeah, I think I met you in the car when people were going to the Barian side. So what I want to say there, let us be strong, because it's the one who became died now, and we are also going that way. We don't know when are we going to die. What I want to suggest to Ireland staff and Ireland administration is to support family, is to support to collaborate with the administration of families, to support this younger boy of 13 years. Be supported to be somebody in future, in terms of everything, in terms of medication, in terms of education. So, because right now, that is beyond our capacity. What happened here in our nation? We don't have where to check yourself. We don't have a very health facility that you check yourself for what is in your body. So death is always came in marriage died today and he was not sick. Also, there's no medication in our country here. If you're sick and you go to the hospital, you may be transferred to other countries, medical repair. But we don't have that capacity of those money to go India, to go Egypt. So we are supposed to suggest our government to make medication close to people. Make the teaching hospital has available place for the citizens. Also, maybe government officials are always be treated outside. But what about the rest of the citizens? So it is another complaint also. Many people are dying without going to the good treatment. And that one is lacking, giving a lot of treatment to our citizens. Because if you've seen that person is supposed to be treated and is not getting that services, it is also difficult suffering to our nation. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. Up to here, Joseph should be my last caller for now, as we have come to the end of the first hour. After the news headline, we will continue with the second hour, and in the second hour, we shall be crossing over to Unity State, where calm has returned following exchange of gunfire right there. But in a special way, we would like to wish our brother, colleague, a peaceful moment. Psalm 116 verse 5, precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of a faithful servant. May your soul continue to rest in peace, my brother Emmanuel Joseph Akile. And Darlington Moses, I thank you also so much for your social media coverage. I've been your host, Madrama James.